Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. It is the moment Bachelor fans have been waiting for. The season finale wraps up this week with Tayshia ending her crazy journey for love. It's down to the final 3 men tonight after intense hometown dates. Here's the Refined Roundtable to get you caught up.
We have finally reached the finale, the 2-night finale of The Bachelorette, but we've got a lot to break down from last week's episode. Joining me, as always, it is the Bachelorette Roundtable, senior producer Jenna, and our digital team, Britt and Abby.
Kind of a shocker to get to the Final Four was Riley being sent home.
He was so articulate and so gentlemanly, and yet he did emotionally destroy Tayshia on the way out the door.
I'm not saying that I'm going to close myself off or something like that. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. It just takes time. I'm going to go now.
Okay. So we're down to Ben, Ivan, Zach, and Brendan. Yeah, we finally get to hometowns, and they're a little different this time, obviously.
Hometowns are coming to La Quinta, and each guy is told they are supposed to set up a day on the La Quinta property that best embodies their hometown.
The toughest break about doing hometowns at the La Quinta in Palm Springs is that they filmed this in mid-August. These dudes, and even Tayshia, were sweating profusely throughout.
The first hometown date is Brendan, and he has his brother, his sister-in-law, and his niece come. But it's kind of for the first time we see Brendan really break down his walls. He's having a good time. He does the most adorable dance ever. He is just obviously like uncle of the year. And you really start to fall in love with Brendan even more.
This is like the more condensed version of our handshake,
yeah.
but...
That was good!
So, I love Brendo. I love Brendo. He's the best.
I see something so real in front of me with Tayshia. She met my family. Like, this is really real for me.
We then move on to her one-on-one hometown date with Zach, and I have to say, this might have been my favorite hometown at the La Quinta. At first, I thought it was a little bit lame when they walk over to the cardboard cutout of a taxi cab, because Zach is from New York, and obviously cabs in New York, and they pick it up and they little putt-putt their way from station to station, which again, at first I rolled my eyes, and by the second stop, I was like, this is freaking adorable.
You show me how you hail a cab.
You just go like, hi.
No.
Right?
No, it's gotta be like a little bit more like, taxi!
When they laid down in the fountain and started making out with each other, I was like, okay, I get it, but like, I'm not a fan of this. I do not like watching that.
My husband watches the show with me, just recently got into it, now he's into it. And as a dude watching it, the first thing he said when they died in that fountain goes, that looks refreshing.
We get to the evening portion of the date, and Zach's family was as close as we came to having kind of a quote-unquote combative family experience, and it was just Zach's brother throwing a couple fastballs at Tayshia, and it seemed like about 5 minutes in they were won over, and it was just game, set, match.
Tayshia, Zach, I can't be happier than I am sitting here looking at you two, and I really don't want to say goodbye tonight.
I agree. I think Zach has a good chance at winning this thing. I wish and I hoped that Ivan would be actually the one that she would choose. His family and his family hometown date was probably one of the best ones, and I even got emotional over it.
One of his closest relationships in his life is his brother, who he didn't think he was going to be able to see on this hometown. And then in the middle of their sit down with the parents, who should come in but his brother, and he just gets choked up and emotional. I get choked up and emotional. It's just all around a really wonderful date.
No matter what, you always know I got your back and that we're best friends.
I mean, everything you said, I could say the same about you. You're my best friend. I look up to you.
So now we get to what was equally the most head-scratching and heartbreaking hometown date, which was with our friend Ben.
So Tayshia gets to meet his sister and a really, really good friend. And while the sister is talking to Tayshia, he's talking to his friend about, she's like, I can tell that you love her.
You love her. It's not even a question.
I'm in love with her.
I know.
That's wild.
So then here we come. He's walking Tayshia outside, and we're like, oh, great. He's finally going to say it. He's finally going to say, I love you. And he just totally clams up.
It's so easy
I don't know.
That moment at the end of the hometown is their chance to really state their case, that they are falling in love with her, how they feel, and he just biffed it.
Like, I'm heartbroken, but I'll be all right.
There was no emotion at all. He wasn't angry, he wasn't mad, he wasn't sad. It kind of felt empty.
So tonight we're down to the final three, Brendan, Zach, and Ivan. But honestly, just because of the promos I'm seeing, I don't know if this is the last we're seeing of Ben.
No, I would say there is 100% chance that Ben is still somewhere at the La Quinta, and he's going to make his presence felt before this is all said and done.
You can watch the Bachelorette finale tonight and tomorrow night right here on Como 4. Seattle Refined will be right back.